Yeah, very big welcome to all zodiac signs. This is a different reading because I've been wondering if I'm gonna keep this channel or not. It's become for me a little bit a struggle because I have a German channel as well, and that one is going really well, and I'm German. And so right now the English channel is not going as well, and I am getting busy with other projects, and I'm just debating if I'm going to keep this channel or not. So we had the new moon in Scorpio, and when there is a new moon, there is the sun and the new moon in the respective sign, right? So the sun, the light, the ego, the external is highlighting the moon, and we don't see the moon because it's a new moon. But in this new moon, we had the moon coming into a partial eclipse with the sun. So there was a partial cover up of the sun from the moon, and that is telling me the moon wants to speak to us in a very profound way. And I meditated and I realized that I have to change something and I have to do something. Now today, the moon, or when I look at the moon, behind it is the sign of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is the archer. Sagittarius is the guardian angel that is looking here at us and is measuring these two cups and is bringing to us always stay in this equilibrium, right? Stay in your center. Now, if I go from left to right, you can see how Scorpio is going towards Sagittarius, that this deep, intense time that we are feeling all right now through the sun in Scorpio is bringing us into a new era, into a new awakening. And so my question today was as well, what I'm going to do with this channel, right? What I'm going to do with these readings, because for some reason they're not picking up. For some reason I'm not doing them to gain popularity, but nevertheless, I don't know, I feel like I'm struggling. So I decided to create a general reading, a reading not for Sagittarius per se, but you are in there because today the moon is in your sign. So I'm looking at this as hopefully getting a sign what I'm going to do with this channel. Scorpio, water sign, and Sagittarius, a fire sign. And that is exactly what we see here in these two cups, right? Water and fire is very difficult to combine. If water and fire come together, there is steam, there is something created, something new, right? And so let's have a look. Maybe I will get the message. And on the position of the Fool came the Taurus energy, the King of Pentacles. So this is telling me very clearly there is money. And I mean, I'm not doing it for the money, but there is now money. There is something that wants to talk to all of us, particularly now to me, that when you begin to see things from a different perspective, and you see how I do readings from left to right and right to left, particularly in the full moon, I will do the soul path, all 22 major arcanas, and right now I just picked all the arcanas that have no zodiac sign connected to it, except yours, right? You're the only one. So there are 11 cards lying here, and 11 is in a portal. And that portal, I want to see if this portal is now speaking to me. And he is going from right to left. So the soul path always begins from within to the out. And here comes Taurus, right? A Taurus energy that is telling me, have a look at this, what you're doing, and particularly at the position of the Magician. Have a look and become still. Have a look and become still in your spiritual path, in what you are doing, why are you doing it, and also for everybody else, like, why are we doing what we're doing? So standing still, it's standing still because Taurus is a still energy. It's saying, here I am. And here he sits, also cross-legged, which is very interesting, right? So I have to meditate. We all have to meditate, and we have to look deeper within. What are we doing with these institutions that tell us how we have to handle money and how we have to live? On the position then of the High Priestess speaks the Knight of Cups, the age of Pisces, because behind the Sun right now is the age of Pisces. That means behind Scorpio, we are in the age of Pisces, which is that big wobble the Earth does from right to left, 25,800 years. And behind Scorpio is the Knight of Cups, the path of love that we've been taken for like now at least 2,100 years. Some say the age of Pisces is not finished yet. Some say the age of Aquarius is not there yet. So we have to still wait and accept that the age of Pisces is still actively speaking to us, still spiritually working on us, is letting us know love is in the center. Love is not in the dark, neither in the light. Love is in the center. Love is where the crossing is. Love is where we sit still, where we are in the center, where we feel all these energies that are pulling us and that are letting us know sun and moon, two opposite energy. One is completely bright, one is completely dark. So I have to look into, why am I doing what I'm doing? And do I still love what I do? And so the same goes for you. Do you still love what you do? Or are you going to also come into your stillness? Are you also going to come into the quiet? Right? And since, of course, the moon is in Sagittarius, so this is a reading for you, you're also going to have a look at that. Then, on the position of the Empress, speaks the Magician to me and to you. And Le Battleur, these are French cards, is letting us know you have all the tools on the table. You have the cup. If you love what you do, then you can take action. If you understand that his right hand is pointing at the coin, right? His left hand is holding the coin. So again, find a way in the outer and the inner world to respect everything there is. Find a way to not only be in one direction, find a way to be in both directions. And so maybe this is a message for me saying, have a different look at your readings. Incorporate yourself, because I mean, I'm doing the reading for you. So I have to put more of my story in there as well, is what I'm getting here. I have to put the magic in there because I am creating the magic, and I am letting you know of my progress through the moon in Sagittarius, through the sun in Scorpio, And then you find and pick for yourself what works for you and what doesn't. You create your own stories while I'm telling mine. Right? This is what I'm getting. I'm getting that feeling. Now, if I put you then here, the interesting thing is that from the Fool to the Empress, these are state of consciousness, right? So this is a state of consciousness. So I'm questioning, is this making money? Is this ever going to give me something where I even can live off? But do I really want to live off this? This is the big question for me, because then I have to accept advertising, and I'm not really an advertising personality. I don't advertise. I don't say like and click and do all these things. I do it because I always did it because I felt like doing these readings. So now the question is, what do you want to achieve with it? This is my question in my head. And on the position then of the Magician as a state of consciousness, it's saying, meditate on it, sit still. The number 52 is the Hierophant and the High Priestess coming together and almost meeting with you and saying and letting you know what the next step will be when you meditate. On the position then of the High Priestess comes, are you loving it? Are you really loving it? Are you still in it when you do this reading? Is that what you like? Do you like doing this reading? Not do you make money of these readings? Do you like doing these readings? And so the same for you. Do you like what you do? And then of course the Butler or the Magician comes in this state of consciousness, which is then I either do it or I either don't do it. I do it because it brings me into my center. It brings me into a magical state, and out of that magical state I can create magic. And then I do it, right? I don't do it because of the thought, is it making money? But of course I want to reach more people, right? I want to reach more people with what I do, so I have to change the way I interact. And so you come at the Magician and you say, okay, let's do it. All right? He holds the wand, and he holds the wand, and he's saying, all right, let's do it. We can do this, right? Action. Take action. Change something, and change it in such a way that it really profoundly shifts the reading. On the position then of the Wheel of Fortune, also in a way a state of consciousness, no zodiac sign connected with this, comes the Weaving Flowers, number 33. Now the interesting thing here is that this in the German reading came up as well. So the number 33, a portal, is speaking to me. 2 times 3 is then again the creativity in being powerful. So the creativity of seeing how I do these readings. But there it's called not Weaving Flowers, it's called the Creatrix. I like that much better. So be a creatrix, right? Because my middle name is Beatrix. So here comes the Creatrix. So do what you feel like doing because you want to do it. On the position of the Hanged Man, then again a state of consciousness where you decide very clearly, what is it that I want to do? Where do I want to go? If I hang myself upside down, what do I want to let go? And here the card is speaking. The green Seriphos quartz is saying, take life as it is, happiness, and to accept your place in this world, heaven and earth, what is, that is. There are always times that we have no choice than to accept life just as it is. But in this acceptance lies a jewel, And the jewel is the now. Here and now. The jewel is the here and now. So it's telling me accept what is. Accept that not many people are watching my channel. It's okay. And that be more you, be more that which maybe wants to come through. Be the creatrix. Do what you feel like doing. Be more, in a way, creative, right? 2 times 3, creative in being powerful. And don't think too much, because this is a number 22. So there is another portal coming and being born out of the Hanged Man. And that is letting me know that the understanding is, if you love what you do, do it. If you don't love what you do, don't do it. That's it. And it's almost like it's a hand, right? That's doing something like this, like a mudra. So the green Sephiroth is speaking, and then on the position now of you comes the 5 of Stones. And the 5 of Stones is Mercury in Taurus. And we have Taurus here. So Taurus is clearly coming down and is saying, I'm testing you. These are tests. All 5s are tests. I'm testing you. If you can accept what is, accept this situation, and give your gift as a gift. Because the crystal said, the gift in accepting what is the here and now. And in the here and now, it is what it is. So give what you give. Really, truly give from your heart, like Pisces is saying, give the cup. Just give it and just do what you have to do. Give because you feel that is something you want, because you have meditated and you have gone deep within and have understood that here this lady is giving her jewelry. She is giving as a sign of love. And that is what's speaking to me about what I'm going to do with this, even though it's taking me time to produce this, right? And I feel like not enough people are watching this. Nevertheless, it's something, a test. It's testing me to then see what needs to go at the position of the Tower. On the position of the Tower, we can see that the eye of the dragon is really a spiritual message of the 3rd chakra, right? So in a way, then this is speaking 3, and in a way this is the 3rd chakra. So are you really truly want to be a creatrix? Are you really truly want to create things? Because here you have to give what your gift is. So just give it. The dragon. Seeing one's most true self, balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energies awaken, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. You're fire. You're fire and fire. You, the Knight of Wands, is the fire aspect of fire. So more fire you cannot imagine. So if I meditate and I can see the fire, I can see that energy behind what I'm going to do with this. And if I let go of the ego, I can see the seer behind the one that sees. And I think that's the message, letting me know that continue, right? Continue in your path. Other cards would have come up and would have said, yeah, it's done, it's finished. But no, let go of the ego that things have to be a certain way and see on a deeper level what wants to come to you. Then on the position of the moon. So this is the only zodiac sign that comes up as well. But the moon is in your sign anyway, right? So we have here the unmarked trail, the revelation, the number 57, which then becomes a 12, and the 12 becomes a 3. So we have here 3, 3, the third eye, 3 times the 3, and 4 times the 3, which is then 4 times 3 is the heart in there. And that's exactly the question that came up at the position of the high priestess. Is your heart in there to find your way of doing these readings? Find your way of doing what you're doing. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that there are things that are changing and that you have to figure out for yourself what it truly is that you want to bring into this world? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing what you're doing? An unprecedented experience, discovery and revelation. You are called now to embark on a sacred journey. The Arthurian knights, in their quest for the Holy Grail, had to make sure to take an unmarked trail that no one had ever followed, or they would not accomplish their goal. Likewise, you must enter the darkest forest of your soul via a route as yet unidentified to find what you seek. Oh my God. I mean, it's clear, right? So this coming out of the subconscious, coming out through the moon that is in your sign, and allowing me now to see and allowing you to see, to give your gift as a gift to the people. Allowing me to see that my ego can see the ego and can see behind the true self. Allowing me to evolve, allowing me to grow, allowing me to shift, allowing me to see that everything has its purpose. So it's all right the way it is, because then on the position of the sun comes the atom, the building block of all new energies, and on the position of the sun is Scorpio. A transformation wants to come to me and to you, speaking about building new path that have never built before, doing things that have never been done before, and trusting that path, trusting the way I do the reading right now will be the right way. It's the only way I can do it, right? This is the way that you follow your heart, be yourself. And look what I wear today, make love. I mean, it's crazy. Make love, right? That's the Knight of Cups. That's Pisces. Pisces is letting me know, find the way of love in a new and unexpected way. Go out there and do what you have to do, because you have to do it. Build new energies, build new blocks, because then on the position of the judgment or the awakening, then you awaken truly to this message here, to this young tiger that is literally walking into the direction of the big cycle, and it's saying, then you will find your confidence. Know and feel this affirmation beyond a doubt. I am all that I need to get what I want. The number 77, the number 77 plus another 7, that is saying, yes, go and create. The 4 and the 0 is the Emperor and the Fool. Begin again and again to create new things, but meditate. 3 times 7 is the power to know that your crown chakra is open, that you know what you're doing is the right thing. That's what you're doing. Even if it's just a little bit of help for some people out there, you will know, you will awaken to a true confidence when you are truly yourself, when you're truly doing what you love to do. And here you do it. And then the sign, very clear for me, on the position of the world comes the Hermit. I am the Hermit. This is my card. So then I will find within myself that what I did is right, and that what I will do is always right. And it doesn't matter how many people are watching my videos. It is always right to you, and you do what you have to do. You are then the creatrix that creates and sees with the confidence that I am all that I need to get what I want, right? The 77 as that, yes, I know when I meditate, I know when I am in my power, that I know who I am and why I am getting the magic out of all of this. And that you give whatever it is that you can give and give that love, and see beyond the ego, see deeper, see here, right, that I am all that I need to get what I want without wanting. And know your path, a path that you have never taken. And then, of course, you understand that all of this is orchestrated. You understand that there is then, again, here on the world, that there is a cycle closing, that you come back to yourself. Come back to yourself. Find yourself within, in the meditation, as the magician knows how to meditate. He needs to do that. And accept what is. Accept your path. Because the 22 is for me also a powerful number, because I am born on the 22nd. And the 22nd is then 2 times 2. The creativity, in your way of expressing yourself. And that's then making love, right? Make love and show to the people what you can give them. That's the gift of sharing. And then things will come back however they come back to you. And so I understood the message, right, very clearly. I hope you understood the message as well, because we can see that I have to look deeper within. And so I'm gonna go into the meditation, and hope I see you in the next reading, because then we have behind the sun the constellation Sagittarius. That's where you're going to have your new moon, and where you can plant a seed, where you can plant a building block for something that you want to create, and understand that the path keeps going. Understand that hopefully you also find yourself within all of this. Wow. So I continue, but a little bit different. Like I always change my readings, and finding what appeals to me, and finding what wants to come out of me. And so, yeah, I got my message. I hope you got yours. And I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.